Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum dear students. Welcome to my YouTube channel Education for All, and I am your teacher Maria Maman, and today we will learn a new topic from our 10th class biology book. So dear students, let's start our lecture today. Dear students, our today's topic is adaptation of plant for different internal conditions. And dear students, before starting our today's topic, let's have an eye on our previous lecture. So dear students, in our previous lecture, we had learned about the homeostasis, and we had learned that homeostasis is the process in which internal conditions of an organism are maintained up to the suitable limits, and homeostasis is controlled by the feedback mechanism as shown in figure 2.1, homeostasis by feedback. So now dear students, we are moving towards the aspects of homeostasis. Dear students, there are three main aspects of homeostasis, and what are these? These are osmoregulation, thermoregulation, and excretion. Now let's discuss them one by one. First is the osmoregulation. Dear students, osmoregulation is the process in which amount of water and salt is maintained inside the body of an organism. And what is thermoregulation? Dear students, in thermoregulation, the maintenance of temperature within suitable limits takes place where enzymes and other metabolic functions can work properly. And now, number three, that is excretion. Dear students, excretion is the process where metabolic toxic waste or excess metabolic substances from the body in the form of ammonia, urea, or uric acid from animals and gums, latex, and some other products from the plants are given out from their body. So it is the excretion. And dear students, now let's move towards the excretion or storage of carbon dioxide. Dear students, at daytime, plants perform photosynthesis in the green cells and respiration in all the cells. Means photosynthesis takes place only during the daytime when sunlight is present, while respiration takes place in all the cells and all the 24 hours of the day. Then, dear students, the carbon dioxide produced in the respiration is utilized in the photosynthesis, means the environmental carbon dioxide and the same carbon dioxide which is produced during the respiration It is used by the plant in the process of photosynthesis. So, dear students, when the rate of photosynthesis will be higher than respiration, the plant gets extra carbon dioxide from air and release extra oxygen in the air through stomata. Means, dear students, during the daytime, photosynthesis is occurring and carbon dioxide is utilized, and then more and more oxygen is produced during the daytime, while at night time the photosynthesis is stopped, and at daytime no any oxygen is produced but carbon dioxide is produced, which is removed by the process of diffusion through body surface, and the green parts perform these gaseous exchange through stomata, while non-green parts perform this gaseous exchange through body surface. So, dear students, uh, at night time, stomata are slightly open and there is a little gaseous exchange during the night time, and stomata are fully opened at the daytime, and photosynthesis also takes place at the daytime in the presence of light. So, dear students, here my today's lecture is completed and hope you understand my today's lecture. And if there is any type of question regarding today's lecture, you can ask in the comment section. And inshallah, in our next lecture, we will learn about removal of extra water. Until then, stay tuned with Education for All and do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks.